Welcome back for another video, and today we're going to be doing a cooking video. I've got some teal we're going to cook up, and we're going to be making some teriyaki stir fry with some duck meat. As you guys probably know, I've done cooking videos in the past, and they've been pretty sporadic, and I was thinking, you know, half the reason why I go duck hunting is to get meat put in the freezer. And so I'm going to start doing weekly cooking videos for you guys to show you how I like to cook my duck. I'm planning on showing you guys different recipes every single week and straying away from the basic just wrap it in bacon, throw it on a grill. Like everybody does that. I want to think outside the box and get some better ideas out there on how you can cook duck. I made this recipe last week or 2 weeks ago, and it was awesome. I loved it. So I want to share that with you guys today. If any of you guys out there have recipes that you like for cooking your duck meat, go ahead and send it to me. I've got an email, I've got Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Don't do Snapchat, it's gonna disappear. But find a way to send me a recipe and I'll shout you guys out when I make that recipe. Let's go ahead and dive into today's video and I will show you guys how to make some teriyaki duck stir fry. So first things first, what we need is a side dish, and what we're gonna have is some rice. This is basmati rice. My girlfriend seems to like it, so we have that. But you can use any old rice you like. You don't even need rice. You can do like ramen noodles or whatever if you're cheap. And this meal is probably $10 tops. I'm not considering the price it takes to go duck hunting because that's astronomical these days. But okay, yeah, we got rice. We're gonna be serving it on top of some rice. And then we've got some frozen stir fry veggies. Last time I made it, I cut up vegetables and did it all for fresh and whatever. Like, that was great, it was awesome. But I figured, I was going through the freezer, I was like, oh, hey, that would be perfect for a quick, easy meal on a weeknight for some duck meat. So that's what we're gonna do tonight, and I'll let you guys know if you wanna go fresh or frozen on that. I don't know yet, we gotta try it. The last thing we need is some duck meat. This is 3 blue wing teals, so that's 6 duck breasts I'm gonna be cooking up tonight. There might be a loner dove breast in there somewhere. I'm still trying to, I just ended up throwing everything in one bag when I brined it all. Speaking of brining, you're gonna wanna brine your meat. When you brine your meat, you're gonna wanna take a big Ziploc baggie like this, put your meat in there, fill it up with some water, and put some salt in there. And then leave it in the fridge for at least 24 hours. What the brine is going to do is take the blood and gaminess out of the meat and make it taste a little bit better. Duck has a tendency to be a little bit gamey, so I try to do my best diligence to make it a little less gamey so it tastes a little better. And then as for the marinade, we have some teriyaki marinade. This says it's 30-minute marinade, but I've been marinating since 9 this morning, so I think it ought to be good. Let's go ahead and dive on into this meal and get to cooking. Okay, here's what we got. We got a pot full of water over here. We're gonna start boiling that so then we can cook our rice. That needs to start first because the rice is gonna take probably like 20 minutes, what's it say? 18 minutes, so that's gotta go first. We got the duck meat right here. Let's go ahead and get that marinade dumped out of there, and we will then start cooking that shortly. We got that boiling. We got my cast iron pan. This is my baby. I love this little thing. And that's what we're gonna be cooking everything in today. But we need to wait. That needs to go first. I also wanna know what you guys think of the chest mount for this type of video. I was just thinking, like, how am I gonna film this by myself? And just the idea dawned on me. Why don't you just strap a GoPro to your chest? Awesome, great idea, Josh. So this is gonna start boiling here pretty quick, and then we'll move on to that. Hello. She's a boiling. Bam. Our rice is cooking. Let's go ahead and heat this pan up here. And then we need probably just a little bit of this. And we'll get that on there just so then the duck meat doesn't stick to the cast iron. For those of you guys who don't use cast iron skillets, things can get a little bit sticky. Okay, the general premise of what we're going to do is take our duck breasts, put them on here on some medium-high heat. We're gonna get a nice sear on them, you know, just 1 minute to 2 minutes on each side, and that's it. We're gonna take them off, then we'll cut them up, cook the veggies, throw the meat in after the veggies are cooked, stir it up. We're gonna be eating. It's gonna be game time. Let's see, let's take one of these out. I think the pan is hot enough. It should sizzle a little bit. Oh yeah. Bam! Right there, sorry for the ear rape. Okay, that might be a little hot. That might be a little hot. Uh-oh, we got problems. We're splattering stuff everywhere. Yeah, okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teal breasts and 1 little dove breast. That's okay. So if you're new to cooking duck meat, you're gonna wanna make sure you cook it no more than medium. I like mine medium rare because after that point, it just gets tough. It gets just kind of gross. So never overcook your duck meat. And what I'm doing here is basically just getting a nice sear on it. I'm wanting to just cook it on the outside, not too much, not too little, just sear it up just enough to where it's getting that medium rare. I'm gonna try and take it off while it's still kind of rare, so then when I put it with the veggies, it's gonna continue cooking. Also, big shout out to Free Range, keeping me going on those long school days. You guys know what I'm talking about. Okay, I think that one was ready to flip. It's hard to tell right now because of the marinade and everything, but we'll just go for it. We'll send it, give it a flip. If we need to flip it back over again, we can. I don't think it's ready yet, but just a bit rare still, not quite done. How's this little guy looking? Oh, perfect. This little dude can come off. He cooked quick. Okay, that's done. They're all done. We're gonna take these off here. We're gonna put them right there. We're gonna let them sit, rest for a second, and then we'll cut them up while we're cooking the veggies. So that's what I like to hear. This is like perfect for like 2 people. Like the amount of stuff here is perfect for 2 people. And like I'm honestly surprised at how good these vegetables look. Like there's actually nice decent chunks of mushrooms in here. Shout out to Kroger. While we got that going, we're gonna get these going here. So we're just gonna wanna cut these up into kind of bite-sized chunks. You don't want anything too big in your stir fry, you know. So we'll go ahead and just cut that up. Also, for those of you guys who are kind of skeptical about this recipe, I did this with my girlfriend. She ate it and she liked it, so I'm assuming that most picky eaters will like it because she's a picky eater. She's a big believer in chicken nuggets. These look pretty good. I could have probably cooked them a little bit longer, but I'm not super concerned because when I throw this in there with the veggies, it's gonna continue to cook for a little bit. So it looks good. It's like got a nice sear. That's like perfectly rare. Nice sear on the outside. If you guys can see, I have no clue if the GoPro's picking anything up, but I could have done probably 1 minute more on each side and it would have been medium rare, but I'm happy with this. Our rice is looking good. Look at that. Oh yeah. We have a solid 1, 2, 3, if you want to count that as 3, 4 ingredients for this recipe. I love it. This is so easy. You can literally have that marinated and ready by the time you get home. Take this out of the freezer, cook it up, and be eaten an hour after you get off work. I'm like Rachel Ray over here, 30-minute meals. Now the real question here is, how do you know when these are done and ready? I don't know. I think they're done. It looks done. They're not frozen anymore. They're hot. I think they're good to go. Let's go ahead and dump that duck meat in there. Okay. And now I want to take some of this marinade, which is probably the same thing as a sauce for the stir fry. Sure. Go ahead and dump some of that in there. Season everything up. Get it all nice and Chinese food like. All we're gonna do is just try and get this on the heat, reduce it down so it's a little bit thicker, and then we'll go ahead and put it in a bowl and eat it. This is also giving the duck meat a little bit more of a chance to cook through a little bit more. I might have taken it off just a little too early, but I'd rather take it off too early than too late, you know what I mean? And now it is time for one of the best parts of duck hunting, eating the harvest. Let's go ahead and grab a piece of this duck meat and see how we did. I've cooked duck meat in the past where it's been good, it's been really good, and I've also cooked duck meat in the past where it's been basically inedible. So let's see how we did here. That's nice and tender. That's really tender. It's edible, I'll give it that. And let's try some of these veggies. See how those are. I love these little snap pea things. We'll give that a try. I'll give it 2 thumbs up. Little red pepper flakes. I never heard anything there. Okay. So, how long does this take? It is 6:38 in the PM. I started about 20 minutes ago. Let me know what you guys think. Is that passable? Is it edible? I think it certainly is, and I will devour every morsel of this while I can, but I'm gonna do it off camera because I really don't wanna eat and talk to you guys. I feel like that'd be really weird for you. If I missed anything in this delicious bowl of goodies, let me know, because I'm always down to add some more stuff to these recipes that I do. I'm also curious what you guys think about me using that GoPro for this. It was a little different from the past cooking videos I've done, and I honestly liked it a lot more. I was hands-free, it was easy for me to do. Like I said earlier, if you guys have a recipe that you like to do, go ahead and send it over to me so that I can do it in one of these future cooking videos. Be sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already. It means a lot when you guys do that, and I really appreciate your guys' support. Follow me on my social media. I've got Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook. Follow me on there and stay up to date with what's going on. But that is all I've got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you on the next one.